Okay, Renee, explain to me why cold water and cold treatments were given to our community for so many years.
Well, as I shared with you before, the animals taught us everything about life. They taught us from the medicines and taught us how to be well. They taught us how to run, how to exercise, how to live with nature. And so they even showed us how to get ready for the changing of the season. They were the ones that tell us. And so they were very instrumental in helping us to become well. Because you see, the animals, even a good example was the dog. You know, a lot of us never had teachings how to swim. So what we do, we just watch the animals, and that's how I was taught. I was just thrown right into the river. It's time for you to learn how to swim. I was only about 5 years old. My dad just tossed me in the river. So I learned how to swim very quickly because I saw nature doing that. And my grandmother always taught me, always watch nature. They'll always help you to get ready for what's going to come. And if you're like nature, you can live a long, healthy life. And one of the things is, she says, never overlook the smallest thing. She says, even the changing of their coat, the changing of how they do things. And so being near water, as both my grandparents lived along the water, I was given a lot of teachings of the water. And my grandmother always said that water was is our best medicine. It'll heal all. And so I became quite close to that element of water. And whenever I'm troubled, I use water. I've been through a lot of crises and challenges in my life, but water has helped me. And in that, it didn't give me a lot of health problems. And so my grandmother also talked about the wintertime, how the water changes and how nature changes all around them. But they're ready. They get ready. And so I always would ask her questions, and she said, well, look at the trees, how they're getting ready. And so one of the things was, she says, the only time it really warms up is there are seasons. And we were given instructions how to live according to the seasons. And all the knowledge is there. All we have to do is listen, watch, and be connected. And a lot of times when I'm doing something, it's just like, if I'm touching the earth, it was just like, whew, it's just like somebody touching a computer. It comes to me. And when I'm working with, even smelling the earth, it's just like, whew, it's just like I'm on a computer, and I remember all these things. That's how my children say to me, it's just like computer. And so the water, my grandma always taught, we never had running water like they have today. My grandma lived a very healthy life. I never seen her sick too often. And I always seen her drawing water and doing all that. What we said was hard work, but it's not hard work because it was a part of keeping us in shape. And even to go to a store a long time ago, it took us almost all day to go to the store. But all along the way, I would be given teachings of the natural world. Grandma would point out, and told me to check everything on everything that she showed me. And she said, water is the main element for everybody to be well. Every source that we ever need to get well is water, and how we treat that water.